I'm back with my true crime update for the unnecessary deaths, anything related to true crime, tragedies, accidents, etc. We starting off like in the middle of last week, and we're just leading up to this Sunday, I think the 24th. I believe it's the 24th today. Yeah, I think that's the correct date. But on Friday last week on I-90, the New York State Thruway, there was a tour bus that rolled over, killing 5 people. I don't know if they were male or female that were killed. I know one was a female from New that was going to Columbia University. I think she was 22. I think there were two others were from the one that was going to Columbia was from, I think, from China, Shanghai. She was a foreign student. The other one person that died, or the other 2 people rather that died, were from Jersey City, and another one from East Brunswick. And I don't know where the fifth one was from. I just can't recall. In Colorado, in Weld County, there was a dairy incident that killed 6 people, 5 of which were men. Five were men, and one was a high school student on the farm. Also, a social media influencer named Malik Taylor. He died in a North Carolina car accident. I don't know. I think he was like in his 30s, and he died in an unfortunate car accident. He was a former teacher, I believe. Lancaster, Texas. There was a 15-year-old high school student. He died 2 days after his high school practice. It was under investigation. The high school was trying to cover its, where it sits, and he died. He had complaints of not feeling well. His body temperature rose. There was this big news conference about it, and unfortunately, he died. His name was Preston Malone. A 15-year-old high school student died due to his high school football practice. Very sad. In Weymouth, I think this weekend in Weymouth, Massachusetts, outside of South Shore Hospital, a man was found dead in his car. They just found him. They don't know what the circumstances are. Last week, I think it was last night in Los Angeles, there was a standoff where a landlord and his wife were killed by a tenant. I think they were trying to deal with an issue. I'm not sure if it was an eviction. I'm not sure, but this was a big standoff which ended with the man in custody. In Detroit, at Henry Ford Hospital, unfortunate incident where a man went into the hospital and shot and killed his ex-wife. This poor woman was trying forever to get restraining orders or protection orders, and she's had several times where it was failed, and she finally got the protection order, which they didn't even serve. I don't serve the protection order to him. I don't know why that happened. However, in my opinion, protection orders are toilet paper because they just don't do anything. You might as well wipe your, what with them. They're not going to stop this deranged individual that went and he terrorized her, and she was so afraid for her life. I believe she worked as an x-ray technician at this hospital. Poor lady. In Lakeview, Iowa area, there was a 27-year-old woman. I don't know what her name is, but she was died in a vehicle crash. No other details were given. In San Antonio, Texas, a father and his son were found dead in a driveway. There was a questionable murder-suicide. I'm not sure what their ages were. I think it was a child and his father. In Pico River, California, there was a 13-year-old boy that was shot and killed at a gas station Saturday night. Another situation, there was a missing man that was from Michigan in Oakland County. There was a Renaissance festival in Holly, Michigan. That's in Oakland County. That's where the Crumley kid had the shooting where he killed a lot of people in his school. But he was then later found in an area way several counties over. His body was found in Crawford County. His name was Jacob Angelus, and he was a 22-year-old male. So far, that's 21 people. There's a couple more that happened here in Atwood Lake, Ohio. A 45-year-old Amish father. They were Amish from the Amish community. He went into a lake in Tuscarawas Lake, County Lake. He was found in there as well as his 4-year-old son. It's believed that the mother of the child was going crazy after the father went in and drowned himself, and she put her son in the water. This was after she went in a golf cart and with her other children and tried to drive into the water and do an unaliving of herself and the other 3 children. But somehow, I don't know the timeline of the incident, but she was able to get the 4-year-old in there and kill him. So those are 2 other children, 2 boys. Lastly, in the Bronx, New York, in Baychester section, there was a basketball tournament where a shooting occurred and 5 people were hit, killing 1 man and a young girl that's 17 years old, and she's fighting for her life. So far, those are three incidents that happened. So we have a total of 24 incidences of unnecessary deaths and true crime tragedies that happen. Bye.